Welcome everybody to this game. We are going to be having a glorious time as we're going to be spawning directly on top of RGN.artist. Very strong Terran player representing Rain in a great fashion. He has won the first game. However, his opponent Type.ReaL, Type 2's Real, is won the last game. So we are even at 1-1 for this TVP Finals of the North American Zotac Cups. This is going to be a great game to witness as this is now basically returned to a best of 3. Now the thing is, with Artist winning the first game, he does have a nice psychological edge, as best of 5s are very, very reliant on that first game. And interestingly enough, Real is actually not scouting after that pylon. It's a very odd thing to do on this very large 4-player map. I guess he just wants to maybe go for like a 1-gate expand with a faster Nexus, maybe get a Nexus first, who knows. Artist, on the other hand, I'm going to go ahead and guess I'm going to do a no-gas expansion. It's what he's done literally every single game. And if he deviates now, I will be very, very surprised. If you look around what these players are going to be doing, we're going to find out fairly soon. It's kind of too early in the game to particularly tell with ease. The only thing we know is that Artist is not going to go for a CC first. So there we have the gateway going down on 13, very, very normal. Actually, I think it was a 12 gate, actually. So Real goes for a 12 gate, and he's now going to scout with his probe. He might actually 4 gate. The 12 gate is kind of a thing for 4 gate. Otherwise, I don't see why he wouldn't go for a 13 gate with normal timings on everything to get constant probe production. So if he 4 gates Artist, that could really catch him off guard. Artist seems to be a little bit vulnerable to those really early game attacks with that gasless expansion, relying mostly on Marines. And if Real can do a 4 gate with enough zealots and stalkers just to DPS everything down, it could be very, very dangerous. Even if he wants to include sentries in it, it all depends on what he's going to be doing. But I could also be completely wrong, and he might not even go for that. But we're going to see the cybernetic core being thrown down, and I'm curious to see what we're going to be seeing out of him. Now, Artist has not actually scouted yet. He's going to be able to put down his Nexus. We're talking about his Nexus, his command center here is natural expansion, and he'll be able to get up his exactly normal build. As is it really that shocking that he's going about this? I do like the scouting though from this SCV. He's looking around for hidden probes or anything. You can throw down a sublighted build that can act as a great scout to see what's happening inside his own base and prevent any kind of weird proxy pylons from going down. However, he doesn't have vision of this one spot. By the way, guys, Nidus Room's going to be thrown down here, and you can't see it, so you have to be wary of that. I don't know if anybody actually know that, but it is a good thing to be wary of. So, here in the base of Type.ReaL, he is actually chronoing out his warp gate. He's got a Zealot in the front. No gas at his second one. He's stopped probe production. I think he's 4 gate. It really looks like he's 4 gate. He's chrono boosting out the cybernetic core, and now, the Zealot just walked right by the SCV. This SCV can get a full scout on this, but the Stalker is coming out. If Artist reads this correctly, it could be a huge deal. There we have the gates being thrown down. Artist is going to get hit by the Stalker, but he doesn't see the 4 gates moving put down. So the bunker is being thrown up, and Artist is going to be so vulnerable to this. We have this probe there ready to go ahead and put down the pylon, and it's going to be, oh, this is so forward. This is crazy. If he can break this front and then get this going down, that'll be huge. But notice Artist has not seen this. I don't know if an SCV that's over here behind this middle patch would actually see this. Artist has got 1 gas going down. He's just now finished his 3rd racks. He's getting another bunker, though. And now here we're going to see a little move forward with the Zealot and the Stalker. Real's going to need to throw down another pylon. See, his work gate's almost done. But you can see these 4 gates still not complete. And he's got an idle Stalker. Oh, that's huge. There we go. Now he's actually going to go ahead and deal with that. But now Artist sees the pylon. That is huge. Artist knows the pylon. He knows what's going on now. You can see him pulling the SCVs, scouting for what's going on. This one will see this for a pylon as well. And now we're going to have an attack going down. And we can see immediately trying to go bypass everything. And now we have a warping, completely circumventing the bunkers in their defensive position. Artist is being forced to throw down more bunkers. He's trying to wall off with his command center. Real needs to throw down another pylon, try and get even faster reinforcements. But he's got to be so careful. If these bunkers finish, there's no way he's going to be breaking it in time. It's just this game hinges entirely on how this is going to get handled. And no, Artist is going to be able to finish that wall off. These Stalkers are doing a nice job of getting a good defensive position, but you can see Marauders can be coming down now with a tech lab on top of that barracks and cluster shells as well. All these guys are moving forward. Units are getting picked off, but the wall is no longer there now that this command center has been pulled back. It can actually mule, get SCVs and everything, but you see more units coming in. ReaL is doing a great job of being aggressive with this build. He's really putting the pressure onto Artist. All his SCVs are being pulled. Marines only do not do well against those guys. Salvage on all those units. He's going to see Artist going to build a lot more units, but all of a sudden, this is looking like ReaL's game. He's really handling this well. The worker count is getting a little bit diminished for Artist, but he's got the double orbital command, and more units are being called in. A lot of them zealots. That's going to be really good to tank the hits from the Marauders, but you can see how damaged these couple stalkers are. They're moving forward. Now we're going to see more of those SCVs just starting to fall, and G gets called, just a single G. Type.ReaL is going to win game number 3.